I love the game, and there's been a beautiful relationship. It was my first love when I was 6 years old, dreaming about playing quarterback and being in a Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl.
The NFL world was just turned completely upside down. Aaron Rodgers, fresh off signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers, just dropped the most shocking announcement of his career on the Pat McAfee Show. And what he revealed changes everything for the franchise, the league, and his own legacy. The four-time MVP didn't just talk about his new chapter in Pittsburgh, he revealed something that has sent shockwaves through the entire football world and left fans, analysts, and even his own teammates completely stunned. This isn't just another offseason story. This is a seismic shift that will define the next era of NFL football. From his bombshell retirement plans to his message about T.J. Watt that could reshape the Steelers' entire future, Rodgers just changed everything with a few simple words. Get ready, because what you're about to hear will blow your mind. During his Tuesday appearance on the Pat McAfee Show, Aaron Rodgers made it crystal clear. "Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. That's why we just did a one-year deal. Steelers didn't need to put any extra years on that or anything." The 41-year-old quarterback didn't hold back, delivering news that has completely reshaped how we view the 2025 season. "This was really about finishing my career with a lot of love and fun and peace for the career that I've had. I've played 20 freaking years. It's been a long run and I've enjoyed it. What better place to finish than in one of the cornerstone franchises in the NFL with Coach Mike Tomlin and a great group of leadership and great guys and a city that expects you to win."
To have those conversations, honest conversations every single week was really meaningful to me. And the way that I was welcomed in was really cool. I wanted to be there for minicamp once, I decided I was going to be all in. But I didn't need this. I didn't need it at all. I don't feel the need to prove anything to anybody or don't have any chip on my shoulder that I need to hold on to. I don't want the attention. I know that's a narrative out there.
But here's where it gets even more interesting. When asked about his post-NFL plans, Rodgers sent a clear forward message. "You won't see me." He made it abundantly clear that retirement means complete privacy. "I don't want the attention. I know that's a narrative out there. When this is all done, it's Kaiser Soze. You won't see me. I won't be in the public. I don't want to live a public life. That's why it's so strange what's going on right now in my private life, because I don't want to live a life in the public eye." This isn't just retirement. This is Rodgers declaring he's going to vanish from the spotlight entirely once his playing days are over. But the retirement announcement wasn't the only bombshell Rodgers dropped. His comments about T.J. Watt have sent the entire Steelers organization into overdrive, and for good reason. I think that's the thing that's really exciting about Pittsburgh is the built-in leadership that already exists there, Rodgers said. And once we get our Hall of Fame outside rush backers signed, you're talking about another guy who's a leader, not just by example, but with his words.
When this is all done, it's Kaiser Soze. You won't see me. I won't be in the public. I don't want to live a public life. That's why it's so strange what's going on right now with my private life, because I don't want to live. I don't want to live a life in the public eye. I'm not going to be in the public eye. When this is done, I'm done, and you won't see me. And I'm looking forward to that. But while I'm in it, and for this year, I'm going to give the Steelers everything that I got, and empty the tank, and be super comfortable and satisfied with whatever happens. Obviously, we dream about playing at the highest level in the biggest games.
Did you catch that? Once. Not if, but once. That word says all you need to know about how confident Rodgers is in this thing getting done. This isn't speculation anymore. This is Aaron Rodgers essentially confirming that T.J. Watt's massive contract extension is a done deal. Watt has been holding out from OTAs and mandatory minicamp, making it clear he wants a new extension. With 1 year left on his current deal and the edge rusher market exploding after Myles Garrett's massive contract, the stakes couldn't be higher. From a salary cap standpoint, the Steelers have the money to satisfy Watt's contract requests. After all, they aren't paying top dollar for a quarterback. While the AFC North's other three teams are paying more than $50 million this season for their starting quarterback, Rodgers will make only $13.65 million in base salary for the 2025 season. The implications of Rodgers' announcement are staggering. the Steelers got arguably the most talented quarterback available for just $13.65 million guaranteed, with the deal maxing out at $19.5 million with incentives. Even though he's getting more than the $10 million he initially said he'd take, it's still a massive bargain for the Steelers. This contract structure gives Pittsburgh incredible flexibility. The savings in cash and cap dollars could be used for other players. Whether it means they'll use the money to pay linebacker TJ Watt or sign an available skill position player or be ready to make a deal prior to the Week 9 deadline remains to be seen. But here's the reality check. This is it. This is the Steelers' championship window with Aaron Rodgers. There's no building for the future or developing chemistry over multiple seasons. It's all or nothing in 2025. I love the game, and I dreamed about playing quarterback. I wanted to be all in, and the way that I was welcomed into Pittsburgh was very cool. I'm going to give the Steelers everything that I've got, and I'm going to empty the tank, Rodgers declared. Those aren't just words. That's a man making a promise. Rodgers isn't holding anything back. He's going all in for what he knows will be his final NFL season, and he's doing it in a city that demands excellence. The pressure on this season is unlike anything we've seen. The Steelers haven't won a playoff game since 2016, and now they have a 41-year-old Hall of Fame quarterback who's essentially guaranteed this is his last dance. Every game matters. Every decision matters. Every play could be the difference between a storybook ending and a disappointing finish. Multiple insiders expect TJ Watt's extension to get done around training camp, with some predicting it could happen after the last preseason game and before the regular season kicks off, based on how the Steelers handled Pat Freiermuth and Cameron Hayward last year. The pieces are falling into place for what could be the most dramatic season in Steelers history. You have a future Hall of Fame quarterback in his final season, a generational pass rusher about to get paid, and a franchise desperate to break their playoff drought. But here's what makes this even more intense. The deal with Pittsburgh sets up a Week 1 showdown between Rodgers and his former team, the New York Jets, who will host the Steelers in their season opener. Talk about starting the farewell tour with fireworks. The NFL world is watching. The countdown has begun. Aaron Rodgers just told us exactly what's at stake, and the Steelers' championship window is wide open, but only for one season. What happens next will either cement Rodgers' legacy as one of the greatest ever or serve as a cautionary tale about the dangers of chasing past glory. One thing is certain, 2025 is going to be absolutely electric. What do you think about Aaron Rodgers' retirement bombshell? Can the Steelers actually win it all in his final season? Drop your predictions in the comments below and let me know if you think TJ Watt's extension will get done before training camp. Don't forget to smash that like button if this news shocked you as much as it shocked me, and subscribe for more breaking NFL news and analysis. Hit the notification bell so you never miss when we drop the latest NFL bombshells. The former New York Giants quarterback Daniel Jones broke his silence after his devastating exit, calling the experience tough but refusing to let critics define his legacy. What happened next changed everything for Jones and the Indianapolis Colts quarterback battle. September 10th, 2023 marked the beginning of the end for Daniel Jones in New York. The quarterback had signed a 4-year, $160 million contract just 7 months earlier. The Giants faithful expected greatness. They got a nightmare instead. The Dallas Cowboys demolished the Giants 40-0 at home. Jones faced pressure on 23 dropbacks and absorbed 7 brutal sacks. His protection crumbled when left tackle Andrew Thomas injured his hamstring and didn't return until the second half of the season. The $160 million investment looked catastrophic from day one. The deterioration accelerated rapidly. Jones won only 3 of his next 16 starts after that mega deal. He threw 10 touchdown passes against 13 interceptions. The statistics painted a devastating picture of a quarterback in free fall. Week 4 brought more humiliation. Jones faced the Seattle Seahawks on Monday Night Football at MetLife Stadium. The national audience watched him get sacked 10 times and throw a pick-6 in another blowout loss. The Giants' offense had become unwatchable. Jones hurt his neck the following week against the Miami Dolphins. He returned 4 weeks later, but lasted just 1 quarter against the Las Vegas Raiders. His ACL tore in his right knee, ending his season and any realistic hope of success in New York. Probably part of it was injuries, Tommy DeVito said. Last year, but Jones got dinged up a bunch during the games, probably wasn't fully healthy at all times, but was still going out there and giving it his all. The 2024 season brought new problems. Jones struggled with accuracy from the start of training camp. He consistently underthrew deep balls during summer practices. When he tried to self-correct by overthrowing, it revealed the internal battle he faced after knee surgery and 2 neck injuries. Multiple players told ESPN that Jones's relationship with coach Brian Daboll appeared different. One player described it as weird at times. The tension reached a breaking point during the Giants game against the Carolina Panthers in Germany. Daboll called for a flea flicker on 3rd and 1. 2 receivers ran wide open. Jones failed to throw the football. Daboll exploded, running up the sideline and yelling. He collided with open receiver Wan'Dale Robinson and slapped his hand. Giants players watched the missed opportunity on their phones in the locker room after the game. Jones reached his breaking point during a 5-game losing streak. His QBR dropped to a career-worst 46.5. The Giants benched him in favor of 3rd-stringer Tommy DeVito over 2nd-stringer Drew Lock. Jones spent Thursday's practice working with the scout team, even lining up at safety during walkthrough drills. The next day, Jones delivered his bombshell response. He walked into owner John Mara's office and requested his release. The conversation marked the end of a $160 million disaster. Daniel came to see me this morning and asked if we would release him, Mara said. We mutually agreed that would be best for him and for the team. Daniel has been a great representative of our organization, first class in every way. Jones addressed the media with remarkable composure. Of course, this season has been disappointing for all, and of course, I wish I could have done more, he said. I'm 100% accountable for my part. I did not play well enough, consistently enough to help the team get the results. He called the Giants' exit tough, but refused to take it personally. The response showed maturity that impressed league observers. Jones acknowledged the professional disappointment while emphasizing growth over frustration. The Giants absorbed massive financial consequences. They took on $47.1 million in dead salary cap space for 2024 and $22.2 million for 2025. The organization paid out Jones's entire $35.5 million salary despite his release. The move freed up $19.4 million in salary cap space for the following season. Jones's 6-year tenure in New York ended with a 22-44-1 record. He threw 70 career touchdown passes and 47 interceptions. He fumbled 26 times and absorbed 208 sacks in 70 games. The statistics reflected one of the most disappointing first-round quarterback careers in recent memory. Playing in New York didn't help. Wide receiver Darius Slayton said, "The media pressure is so immense on the coach and the players, it's eventually going to deteriorate." The Indianapolis Colts faced their own quarterback crisis. Anthony Richardson, the 4th overall pick in 2023, had played just 15 games across 2 NFL seasons. Injuries plagued his young career from the start. Richardson's 2024 performance raised serious concerns. He completed 47.7% of his passes for 1,814 yards. He threw 8 touchdowns against 12 interceptions. His passer rating of 61.6 and QBR of 47.4 ranked among the worst in the league. The Colts signed Jones to a 1-year, $14 million contract on March 13, 2025. The deal provided Jones with a legitimate opportunity to restart his career. Richardson's latest injury opened the door even wider. Richardson aggravated his surgically repaired AC joint during a May 29th workout. The injury forced the Colts to shut him down for the remainder of spring practices. Coach Shane Steichen provided no clear timeline for Richardson's return. Anthony sustained an injury in his throwing shoulder, Steichen said. Felt some pain in it. Doctors, trainers checked it out. He's got some aggravation in his AC joint, so we're going to sit him out this week. The team described Richardson's situation as resulting from stress over time, rather than contact or collision. Richardson initially injured his right shoulder in Week 5 of his rookie year, requiring season-ending surgery. Richardson projected optimism about his recovery. "I'm all good, not really even a bump in the road," he told CBS Sports' Zach Goodall. "I feel like I tripped, I fell, just got back up and hit the ground running again." Richardson's absence allowed Jones to take all first-team repetitions during spring workouts. The Athletic's James Boyd reported that Jones has already taken a significant lead in what was supposed to be a wide-open quarterback competition. "Daniel Jones is QB1 for now," Boyd wrote. The Colts signed the ex-Giants/Vikings quarterback in free agency to challenge Anthony Richardson for the QB1 title in Indy, and Jones has already taken a significant lead in what was supposed to be a wide-open quarterback competition. Jones impressed the coaching staff with his command of the offense. Colts insiders viewed him as a steadying presence and noted his strong grasp of the playbook during early practices. His 70 NFL starts provided valuable experience that Richardson lacked. The quarterback competition featured 2 former first-round picks seeking redemption. Jones was drafted 6th overall in 2019. Richardson went 4th overall in 2023. Both players faced questions about living up to their draft positions. Richardson's injury history created additional pressure. He played just 4 games in his rookie season and 11 games in 2024. His 3rd NFL season represented a crucial opportunity to prove his worth as a top 5 draft pick. Jones brought veteran leadership and support from former teammates. Running back Saquon Barkley and lineman Nick Gates praised his character and leadership qualities. The endorsements carried weight given their first-hand experience with Jones. The Colts entered a new era following Jim Irsay's passing. His daughter, Carly Irsay Gordon, assumed control of the franchise. The ownership change placed additional scrutiny on the front office and coaching staff. The new owner might not immediately place anyone on the hot seat. However, she could take prompt action if results don't meet expectations. The quarterback decision became even more critical under the new leadership structure. The Miami Dolphins have been searching for a trade partner for Jalen Ramsey for a couple of months now. Nothing has materialized. Multiple teams are interested and willing to make a deal, but the Dolphins have yet to pull the trigger on any agreement. Los Angeles appears to be the most likely destination for the $72 million cornerback. The Rams are the team with which Ramsey won Super Bowl 56. Head coach Sean McVay remains high on his former player despite the complexities surrounding a potential reunion. He is a total stud, and you look at, obviously, he has continued to play at a really high level. He and I have kept in great touch, even since we ended up trading him to Miami. Special competitor, great person, great father, McVay said. The Rams have consistently preferred Ramsey as their choice if they were to trade for a cornerback this offseason. That preference still holds true today. McVay recently revealed what's actually holding them back from making a move right now. Sean McVay delivered a brutal assessment of the obstacles preventing the Ramsey reunion. The coach acknowledged that real barriers exist that could prevent the trade from occurring. McVay said, "Usually those are scenarios and situations that you have to have plans in place prior to executing some of the decisions that have occurred. Definitely don't want to rule anything out, because we're always open-minded to onboarding and acquiring quality players and people like him if we're able to do that. But there would be some obstacles that are real, that are in the place of maybe preventing that from occurring. The primary obstacle centers on Ramsey's massive contract. The 30-year-old cornerback signed a 3-year, $72.3 million extension with the Dolphins ahead of the 2024 NFL season. He will be due $91.8 million in total cash over the next 4 years.